Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in. Let me know that you are here. Come on in. Okay. I appreciate you guys for joining me this morning. I feel like we haven't had a coffee break in some time. So since Martell is over there on the Instagram breaking things, I figured I'd come to you guys with a break too. A good old coffee break. But listen, truth is I'm tired. I'm tired. Girl, I'm tired. I'm motherfucking tired. Girl. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Huntsville, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. And I feel like they're going to continue with the antics up until the show drops on the 10th. Understand very clearly. All right. Um, they must be getting a bonus check. I've said this before. I still believe that they are. Like, girl, y'all must be getting a bonus check the way y'all over here acting up. And you know what else I find to be interesting? We're gonna get into a few things. Martell and Mel want the kids to not be in it, but they all up in it. They all up in it, child. And I really hate that. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it'd be like that. I mean, they my kids. I could talk about them or whatever like that. I could bring them up, but you can't. Like when you have a sibling, it's like you could talk about them or you could treat them whatever kind of way, but can't nobody else do it. I guess, honey. But listen, I gave you guys quite a few videos over the weekend. Okay. When I gave y'all those videos, listen, I actually took a break because Mel just kept posting. I said, girl, time out, time out, time out, time out. I had just did an update in the video yesterday. Then she's posting more. I said, well, I'm gonna wrap this up because y'all, this is gonna go on all weekend, probably all week long. Like I'm good, okay? So I want to get into what Melody had to say and finish up what she had to say, and then we'll get into Martell's response from this morning, okay? If that makes sense. So let me go ahead and get what Melody had to say, girl. Let me put that on up here on the screen. Now, yesterday, I told y'all Martell put this post up where he said, Melody Cherie Holt. And if y'all paid attention, he loved calling her Holt because I guess she hasn't changed her name yet. And she kind of explained why, I guess because of the custody battle or something like that. Something she mentioned a legal issue as to why she hasn't changed her last name yet. Right. But so he continues to say the Holt name because I feel like he likes the fact that she's still holding on to the last name Holt. Now I don't know. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. I thought somebody was saying something was wrong with my audio. Okay, gotcha. You were talking about the audio from Martell. Got you. Okay. So I don't know if Martell is believing the reason as to what Melody told us as to why she hasn't changed her last name, or if he thinks that she's really just trying to hold on to the last name. So it's like he's making sure that he always reference her as Miss Hope, okay, in some fashion. So he puts this post on his page saying, Melody Cherie Hope, why are you coming for Marceau when our mutual friends, Alonda, Judy, Destiny, know you're effing and sucking. And sucking other NIGGAs while married to me. And I'm not mad at them. Hashtag who gonna check me, boo? Now he posted this on yesterday, took it down, put it back up only to blur out the words fucking and sucking. And I'm kind of confused because I'm like, why are you trying to blur it out now when you just pretty much called this lady a pro hoe and said whatever you said when you first started writing out your message? So now I'm thinking about Mel, how Mel said you need to stop having these women write your stuff for you. So I'm over here like, maybe he does have these ladies writing this stuff because I feel like the way he been out here going in on Mel, would you really take that post down just to edit it? So it just made me think, okay, maybe a woman is writing this. And if that is indeed true, Mr. Martell Holt, I feel like that's whack as fuck. If you are, we do not know for it to be fact, but if you do have other women writing your posts and things on your behalf to come at your wife or your ex-wife or the mother of your kids, I think that's totally effed up in my opinion. But you could sit up here and come at Mel because you feel like she's including the kids on BS or she's making certain narratives about you or whatever. And I'm just going to feel like you ain't no better than, because I think that's whack. Okay. That's if you is doing it, honey. I don't know what you over there doing, but I have to say my eyebrows raised when I saw that. I was like, why would he delete it, put it back up and then blur out fucking and sucking? Just sat up here and said the lady was fucking and sucking all on some other dude and then flew out to DC and everything. Like you was just clowning her. So why you editing it now? So anyway, When Martell decided to reference these friends, Alonda, Judy, Destiny, or whatever, and y'all know the Destiny that he's talking about, girl. Now, I feel like I heard this Alonda name. Don't quote me, because I could have sworn Alonda was the lady that people were saying was over there tip tapping and knocking on the door of Mr. Marceau. Now, I don't know what to be true, so don't put that off on me, girl. I'm just telling you what it is that I heard around the park. Okay. Now, I'm just no. I'm just telling you what it is that I heard around the park. Now, I'm not saying that's her. I don't know what that lady been doing in her private time, but the people is trying to say that about her. Okay, so I just found that to be quite interesting. Okay. Anyway, tell me something. Who gonna check me, boo? Sheree somewhere like now. I'm over here trying to fight with Drew. Well, we can say that's the one thing that you and Martell got in common. Y'all sure gonna fight on the Instagram for sure. Y'all is gonna fight on the social media for real. So y'all definitely have that in common. I hate to see when y'all get into a bad uh, issue between the both of y'all. It's gonna be all throughout Twitter, girl. But anyway, let's keep it going. And that's another thing. Why Martell and Melody don't just argue on Twitter? Why y'all don't sub each other over there on Twitter? Maybe y'all get more characters over here on you on Instagram. Maybe that's why. I don't know. It don't even much matter, girl. Let's keep going. Let's keep going because this won't be a long live, but let's keep going. Okay. So Melody responds to this and she says, wait a minute. These ain't no mutual friends, boo. Now, see, Mel, I'm going to have to stop you right there because at one point, Destiny was a mutual friend. Now, Destiny may not be a mutual friend anymore, but she was. But let's keep going. Okay. So she says, these your people. Oh, well, Mel ain't lying about that either. I have to be honest, she ain't lying about that either because Destiny is very clear to say how long she's been knowing Martell. So let's Mel not she not lying. These your people, and if they said it, they lying. Where's the proof with dates on it for accuracy? Not lies. Y'all done came together to make up, my boy. What? Y'all done came together to make up, my boy. What you mean came together to make up? Oh, I guess she meant to say lies, okay? So she's saying y'all done came together to make up these lies. Oh, wow, Melody. I'm not Melody, but Destiny. Are you involved with the lies, dear? Don't be mad at nobody. Be mad at Martell because he the one that's trying to put you in it, girl. She says, and let me be clear. Anybody I talked to when I left you, because you was a hoe, I don't care. Get that. What? Not get that through your tiny brain, honey. Lord have mercy. Good. Let me keep going. She says, and you throwing out names. Didn't you text the same name to your quote unquote friend's wife when trying to expose him? Now you naming her and her mama as witnesses for you. Ooh, girl, this is messy as hell. This is messy as hell. So wait a minute. So Alonda and Judy, so Judy is Alonda's mama? Is that what you saying, Mel? Judy is Alonda's mama? And you throwing out names. Then you text this same name to your quote unquote friend's wife when trying to expose him. So was this information sent to Miss Tisha? Girl, this is gonna be girl. Now you naming her and her mama as witnesses for you? Y'all crazy as hell. And that's why I stay away. Get some character about yourself. Oh, wow. Girl, this is getting messy. Well, hell, I mean, maybe they was, witnesses for him. Maybe they was. That don't mean just because, how I'm thinking about it. If he naming them as witnesses, that's very true. They could have been witnesses to some things that could have happened. I don't know. But two things can be true at once. She also could have been, having some things going on, which is why Martell sent the information over to whoever he sent it to. So, I mean, she could have been a little bit of a witness if it was anything to witness, but she also could have been, saying tip tapping at other people, though. But anyway, girl, we're going to keep going because that ain't my business. Let's keep going. Okay, let's keep going. So Mel says, and I damn sure ain't worried about nobody you naming to speak on your behalf who I helped during their own situation. Oh, so basically this is for you, Destiny. This is for you, Destiny. And I damn sure ain't worried about nobody you naming to speak on your behalf who I helped during their own situation. Boy, bye. The biggest lie of it all. Now, see, Mel, I'm being honest. Okay, now I'm confused, not wrong. I'm just a little confused. So that don't make sense to me. You said that, and I damn sure ain't worried about nobody you naming to speak on your behalf who I helped during their own. So, what does that have to do with what that person may or may not have witnessed just because you helped them? I am a little confused by that part. who I helped during that, and what their own situation got to do with them telling what they may have saw when it came to your situation. Now, granted, that person could be lying down to the ground, but I don't think it is really. I don't think it has anything to do with the alignment of their situation at that time. I don't know where. I'm just telling you what it. I'm just look. I'm just reading this and I'm just breaking it down. Okay. So she says, talking about you only been intimate with one person since we divorced. Now, girl, I believe that, girl. I believe he lying, girl. This right here, this here, they lying, girl. Ooh, really? Thank you so much. Cause you just made that so simple for me, girl. You said because they switched up. And there's that. Okay. Period. Makes so much sense in this piece. When I was so confused, she not worried about nobody speaking on his behalf. When she helped them out in their own situation, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now that I switched up, okay, y'all want to come together and try and make up these lies to try and come at me. Okay, noted. Thank you for that, really, girl. All right. So then, again, I agree. I believe that Martell cheated with multiple people throughout the marriage. I do just believe that he kind of got hung up on this one particular person. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. But I do think that there were more, because for him to feel so comfortable to approach her when he did approach her, and then you at a family event. Yikes. You feel what I'm saying? So anyway, let's keep going. So she says, man, ain't no way I be okay with some new dude. I am just starting to date, making me a part of his legal and custody battle. Oh, wow. Wait a minute, Grace. This for Sheree? Girl, I gotta go back. Wait. Man, ain't no way I be okay with some new dude. And I'm just starting to date, making me a part of his legal custody battle. Oh, wow. I think she's talking about some who gonna check me, boo. Mm, girl, this is a lot. You know what? I feel like I am missing some other pieces that I did not put up for y'all. Yeah, I am. I am. Give me 1 second because I want to make sure that I have that, girl. Because Martell had put something else on his page, ain't he? Let me get some Mr. Martell. Oh, see, he go, girl. I know he ain't just post something else. Please say no. Please say he hasn't. Please say he had. Oh, thank God he hasn't, y'all. Because this man has been. Listen, give me 1 second because there was this one that I missed. Okay. All right. Boom. Let me go back. Girl, I'm mad. I'm mad because so girl, I was supposed to have all of this together and I'm missing some pieces and I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But we can definitely go to when it's time. We'll review Martell. I'll put it up on the screen or something and we'll review it. But anyway, so that's what Mill says, and I feel like she's directing it at Miss Sheree because he kind of brought her up or whatever. So I think that she also says, quit trying to pit women against women. It's a name for quote unquote men like you. Then she goes on the show. I guess somebody hit her up, right? And says, man, he was, or says, and he was on this panel calling you his 85% and coleslaw his 15%. A true liar. A true liar. She says, yep, LOL. Like, which one, sir? Which one was it? Okay, man, y'all, it's funny. This is what Miss Melody is saying, right? So she also goes on to say, now, after this, I'm done for the day, no matter what, because at the end of the day, I got a lot of orders to pack. Thank y'all. And I already told y'all where I'm spilling the tea with undeniable receipts. Because after the next two slides, if y'all still don't believe this joker will lie and make up SHI, then I don't know what to tell you. Hell, y'all saw him lie to me on TV and do all of that for how many years? Okay, now this is where she kind of talks about her daughters. Okay. I guess they had an event coming up and Martell was supposed to be there. And it seems like he may not have shown up. So let me read what the caption, what the top says. So she says, sent this to him. His daughter spoke with him and thought he was coming. I later found out he was in Atlanta instead. Okay. He was in Atlanta instead with somebody else. Then she goes on to show us these text messages between she and her cousin, right? Let me get to that real quick. Like, okay, she says, y'all have seen my cousin on my lives. Y'all always complimenting him. Here's a convo via text the day of the party because I was under the impression he was coming and his mother was probably coming too. And I didn't want any pictures snuck of me. Okay, then. Girl, let me see what these messages are saying. She asked him, how you up? He said he at Walmart. She said, LOL, okay. Check this. When we get to the venue, stay close to me. You see a phone or a camera come out, move me out the way to prevent any pictures. Specifically look for Martell's pictures or his mama. Okay. He said, got you. She says, oh, grab me a birthday bag. LOL. One for Malia, one for Mariah. I got them some clothes. Okay. All right. It's okay. I didn't bring it. They saw it at the house. LOL. I'm pulling up. Okay, cool. So that ain't somebody. Let's see what this other message talking about over here. Let me get to that. Let's get, girl, they just put everything out. Girl, this is messy. I'm trying to think about the last time we got into some mess like these. When was the last time we got into some mess like these people? Goodness gracious. Give me a second. I'm over here still trying to see if I can pull this doggone thing up, honey. Girl. Because I'm mad I don't have these other images up here for Mr. Martell, but I'm going to have to pull it up on his page. But anyway, let's get into these messages, all right? So Mel gave us more messages. Somebody says, or at least he says, don't tell Tank, but I hurt the mess out of my ankle, shaking my head, can't even walk right. Yada, yada, yada. I just posted you on my story this AM too, talking about you killed it. Yeah, Mariah was crying last night because her dad didn't show up and she hasn't seen him in 3 weeks. So I had to deal with that a little. Okay. He says where he is. She says, I have no idea. He asked the course to be able to attend her birthday party. Permission was granted. And then he didn't even show. Oh, dang. Okay. So then the person says, she says, and I told her on the phone Friday he was coming, shaking my head. I think he went out of town this weekend, honestly. So then the cousin says, he losing it. Hey, little Mariah have to deal with that because I know she a daddy's girl for sure. If anything I need to do for her, is there anything I need to do for her? I will. So then he says, I don't have his number to even keep in contact for stuff like this because I would have been called him for Mariah. Really do hate it, Mel. So then Mel says, I don't want any of my family talking to him anyway. He's a 40-year-old, not ignorant to his actions. He's just showing who he is. He asked the judge to attend, then didn't show up. So he made his own decision. Ooh. Okay. She says, he and I aren't even on speaking terms. He's literally tried to do anything he can to destroy me, but it ain't working. So yeah, I've been covered by God. He says 100%, I got you. Stay positive, okay? And she says, and now I'm done. I'ma save the rest. That's what Miss Mel said, girl. She gonna be doing a big event. I feel like that's probably gonna be televised at some point. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into some other stuff because I believe what Mel was responding to was some things on his page. Let me see here. Let me see if we can get this up together. Let's go to Martell's page here. Check out some things. See what Martell got going on over here on the Instagram. Girl, this is some messy here. Girl, I knew he was gonna be on something this morning. I just knew it. Because that's Martell. He gonna do that anyway because that's how he is. So let's go ahead and share this so we can go ahead and get into Martell. Let's go ahead and get into Martell. Make sure you guys can see this, okay? Let's see here. Now, some of this stuff we already went through because he talked about this the other day. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's get to the post of him and Sheree. Y'all saw the video and stuff. Y'all saw all of that, okay? Boom, promoting the wine. Now, I believe this is what Mel was probably responding to. He says, 5 weeks ago, I begged you back. The same time I was walking my girl's dog. I'm going to help you get to the bottom of it. Let me say it. I don't want you. Lord, Lord, Lord. Y'all ain't got to believe me. Y'all ain't got to agree, and that's fine. But both of y'all giving, if y'all don't want each other, neither one of y'all 100% healed for me. And so that means that y'all need to continue to work on that. I don't care how many positive posts goes up on the social media as if life is okay and better. You can still be covered and not fully healed, in my opinion. So y'all need to go work on that. Y'all do. I mean, I know sometimes you got to get down to the level of other people, but geez Louise, okay? So he also goes on to say this, Mel, of course I used to have you write for me. I resigned you from being a freaking English teacher. That's the least you could have done. Don't get it twisted. I had enough smarts to resign from being a teacher. And 4 to 5 months later, I said to you, after, girl, Girl, not the printer over here starting to print, honey. Anyway, he says, don't get it twisted. I had enough smarts to resign from being a teacher. And 4 to 5 months after I said to you after you were complaining about teaching, baby, quit today. I got you. What was the 2010? What was that? 2010? So I definitely can write my own ish. Yep, I'm having to stoop to your level to defend myself, and I ain't stopping. Oh, wow. 1 second. Girl. Now I did hear that Martell did resign her from being a teacher. I guess he resigned himself. Maybe that's when they ended up going into real estate or whatever. So they both left, you know. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. There's more. All right. So he says, Mel, it would have been hard for me to have someone write about my ex-wife and her many sex partners while married to me. Oh, wow. A little embarrassing, wouldn't you say? Well, I wrote and came up with all of those facts myself. Sheree didn't assist as she was busy shopping in Miami. Girl, Sheree, and this right here, hold on, let me go back. Somebody asked, basically, I guess what he mean when he say, resigned her or whatever, or I guess he meant to say retired her. That's what a lot of people say. Retired her. Okay. So she resigned from teaching so that he could take care of her. And that's what he did. I have heard that. Okay. I have heard that that's something that he did. So this is what he's saying. So I would want to believe it's true because I heard it a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I feel like something happened with their house because I have been following Mel for years because we have rival colleges. So not following her, but we've been friends on Facebook for years. And I think a house or something may have burnt down or something like that. And then I think that's what kind of propelled them into getting into real estate of some fashion. So, but I don't know if she left the school job before that incident took place or what. But I do believe that. I do believe she quit and he about took care of her or whatever the case was. But that's probably when things were really good between them. You know what I'm saying? And now it's not. So let's see what else he say over here. Girl. Now he also goes on to play some audio, but before that, let me make sure. Okay, yeah. So we are about to get into the audio and things that he had to say. So let me go ahead and play that for y'all. And this is actually audio of him talking to his children. So y'all check this out.
What? You said mama said what?
Mom was saying that you're like cheating on her and stuff, like during you guys' marriage and like getting.
Why did she tell you that?
I don't know. And she also said that you keep getting like other girls pregnant and stuff. So I didn't ask her any of that.
Mommy told you that I keep getting other girls pregnant?
Yes, sir.
And that I kept cheating on her?
Yes, sir.
No, Milani! Why did she tell you that?
No!
Milani!
I don't know, because she's telling us how we need to realize when we get orders from things, and she, like, still kind of, like, tells us that stuff.
Did you ask her any questions? She just came out and just told you that?
She sits down and talks to us separately, and then she also gives us therapy, and she talks to our therapist to tell us how we feel about, like, us two being in different houses and how we've been and stuff like that.
Do anyone else get? What? You said mama said what?
Mom was saying that you're like cheating on her and stuff, like during you guys' marriage and like getting.
Why did she tell you that?
I don't know. And she also said that you keep getting like other girls pregnant and stuff. So I didn't ask her any of that.
Mommy told you that I keep getting other girls pregnant?
Yes, sir.
And that I kept cheating on her?
Yes, sir.
No, Milani! Why did she tell you that?
No!
Milani!
I don't know, because she's telling us how we need to realize when we get orders from things, and she, like, still kind of, like, tells us that stuff.
Did you ask her any questions? She just came out and just told you that?
She sits down and talks to us separately, and then she also gives us therapy, and she talks to our therapist to tell us how we feel about, like, us two being in different houses and how we've been and stuff like that.
Do anyone else get?
Oh, wow. Wow. And this is the part where I was talking about y'all over here including these children in your mess for the public and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really sad. It's really sad. I hate that. And honestly, when it comes to the situation, I don't think nobody's right. I know a lot of people may not like him and a lot of people may not like Mel, but that's you. And I'm saying that to say, because y'all don't like Martell, y'all say Melody is right, or because you don't like Melody, you feel like Martell is right. Ain't nobody right in this situation, in my opinion. I do feel like certain conversations should not have been had with those children, just like I feel like certain actions should not have been done in the household that would lead these kids to find out this information anyway. So ain't nobody right in this situation. He should have never did what he did when it came to his marriage. She should have never sat these kids down, in my opinion, to have such a conversation. But again, those her kids. She gonna do what she want to do anyway, because they belong to her. They don't belong to me. Um, I understand her wanting to have the conversation kind of with her oldest child, because I mean she gonna get older, and she probably wants her to. She probably thought that having that conversation with her was going to be some type of learning experience for her in some sort. But the little girl was like, I didn't ask her for any of this information, but she asked us this stuff and to see how we feel and tell us this and that, because we are in therapy. So when the girl says that, it does sound like she was trying to come from an angle of probably trying to, use it as a learning moment or something for her child. But at the end of the day, I just feel like keep them kids out y'all mess. They already being drugged into the mess enough because their parents not together and they got to be transported between households and stuff on a weekly basis or whatever. So it's like, ain't nobody right for me. Okay. For me. That's just me. And he damn sure ain't right sitting up there recording this little baby. And she probably didn't know, and maybe she did know. You know what I'm saying? She probably thought she was having an honest conversation with her dad in confidence. And then next thing you know, kind of find out her dad had recorded her conversation and then put it out there for everybody to hear. You know what I'm saying? And that's not cool. So I don't think nobody is right in this situation. Nobody's fair in this situation. Thank you so much, Jesse Ray, for the super chat. He isn't protecting his kids like he didn't protect his wife, period. He's not a man or good father trying to expose Mel and only making himself look worse. At this point, I feel like they just exposing each other, goddamn. And she already finna have an event on him, which I think is going to be a good one. And is she going to be releasing even more to a set of bloggers that's going to go out? And I'm sure they're going to have big platforms that's going to go out and spread this even further. So at this point, it's really not a one over the other. But that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You're entitled to yours. Thank you so much for the super chat. But ain't nobody right. Everybody wrong. Period. I said what I said. Y'all feel how y'all feel. And there's that. Like, that's whack. It's just whack. Now, at first, I was totally here with Mel because I do feel like Martell be doing too much. And she always be taking a nice role. And I'd be like, cuss him out. Get him together. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. I was like, yes, gather him. Yes. Okay. Mortal Kombat. However, the more we went on and on and on and on, I was like, oh, this is, girl, this is too much here. This is messy. This a lot. Okay, we could stop. Let's stop now. And it seems like Mel may be stopping. It definitely seems like Mel may be stopping, because I know she took to social media the other day. I feel like last night, and she also popped on social media earlier today, and she just pretty much had, what she always have, positive words or something. But it was interesting to where she kind of, to me, alluded to maybe, seeing somebody right now. She said something like, imagine getting to experience a genuine love, somebody actually loving you the way you deserve to be loved. That's where it's at. Then she says hashtag thankful, hashtag blessed. So maybe she's dating now where she wasn't dating before. Who knows? Okay. Then she goes on to say this morning, happy Monday, beauties. Guess what, sis? You deserve everything. Happiness, love, and peace. Which I would want to believe that she woke up and said, I'm not going to entertain this fool no more so he can sell this dry, whatever type of wine that he over there got. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. So I don't know. We're gonna see. Child. Ain't no telling. Let me read a few of these comments before I hop off, girl, because I told you I didn't want to be on here long, okay? Let's see what we got. Whew. Okay. What is it? The oldest will be able to look this stuff up, true, and hear it from other kids. So I think, I think Mel had to speak on it, especially if they were in therapy and knowing of their stepbrother. Gotcha. I think that's a good point. Listen to the audio. The little girl says, when you and mom were married, didn't the little girl say he was the father in a parking lot with his family, the other woman? So maybe she needs to talk to them. I do remember that on the episode. I thought that's why the little girl was crying. When wasn't that the scene when Mel was in the office and Martell dropped the kids off or something like that? I think it was somewhere around that type of scene where her daughter was crying about that. Some lady was yelling or something in the parking lot. Her daughter said, "Get away from my dad." So I don't know if the little girl heard the conversation or not at that time. But I remember her oldest daughter yelling, saying, "Get away from my dad," or something. So I don't know if she actually heard the conversation of somebody saying, "That's my, your dad is my child's father." I don't know if that was happening or if she was privy to some information already and she saw a woman next to her dad and she yelled at her like, "Get away from my dad." I'm not sure. Let's see. My opinion. Hold on, where is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, my opinions that she's letting them know that dad and mom isn't getting back together, and this is the reason why these kids are very intelligent. They can read, they can go on the internet themselves. Gotcha. Mel and the therapist said that both parents should talk to the children at the same time when explaining their new brother. Martell took it upon himself to tell them about the brother without Mel, but I kind of feel like Mel shouldn't have to have that conversation with them. That's on him, and they're not married right now. Now I feel like that's a conversation that comes from two married people that are going to persevere and stay together even with an outside child. But if she's not trying to be with this man, he did the act. That's what he did. He need to go and tell them kids what it was. I don't need to be there to soften the blow for you. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I'm thinking. These bloggers has to be the most double-minded people in the world. They want Mel to defend herself, and when she does, it's a problem. Please make it make sense. I just made it make sense to you earlier, Caroline. Mentor started out great, not ending up so well. Period. And people have a right to change their mind. And if you want to call it double-minded, then double tap somewhere else. Good luck. Let's keep going. The best thing to do is to be honest with your children. When something difficult to hear is going to come up, and Mel is guided by professionals. Okay. And I feel that too at the same time, because I do feel like life is not going to sugarcoat for kids. They just not. So I definitely was a person that tried to keep it real, for the most part with my son. But when it comes to stuff like that, I haven't been in her situation. So I only can give you my view from the outside looking in. And from the outside looking in, for me, I'm like, yeah, no. I don't think that was like a good conversation to have with them, like those type of details. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. Maybe it's a way to have it, but you ain't got to say, "Daddy cheated and he got this lady pregnant. He had went and he did this. He had went and he did that." Like, I don't know. Thank you so much, Miss Deeds, for the super chat. It's time, Mom, stop taking the blame for these changes in a family. Telling in therapy is right way. Many moms get the blame when the truth is withheld. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. I can't blame Mel for clapping back. I get it. Whether she takes the high road or not, Martell is disrespectful and Nart's gonna Nart. I mean, well, that's a fact too, two L's. Very much so a fact. Right. Children are resilient. These kids see and know more than what parents give them credit for. Mel has to protect her kids as much as possible. I beg to differ with that statement. I definitely told my kids why me and their dad is getting a divorce. I told the truth. My ex told or answered questions of what he said. Okay, so he was there to answer questions and stuff of what was said. So you were able to, like, put it out there, and he was there with you to be able to answer what his fuck ups. Okay. I think that's good. I think Bella and Martell both need to come up off this show until they're done. This is horrible for the kids, and it's unfolded on TV and blogs and SHI. This will be a lifelong mental anguish. Okay, kids be knowing, and it's better for them to hear it from the source than social media or other folks. Now, I do not agree with Martell recording at all. Okay. No, those her kids, and she can't depend on him to explain things to them. He is crazy. She needs to talk to them. Okay. He doesn't have to consult her about his other child when introducing the kids to their sibling. Yes. Let's see. What else y'all got going on over here in the comments? Um, let's see. We can only imagine the fights and arguments those kids witnessed. I'm sorry, but Martell be coaching those kids and then records it. Out of line. He didn't record what he was doing when he was giving them peach cobbler to tell the most and the less ice cream and the last popsicle. The kids shouldn't be involved and keep them out of it. I agree. Um I agree with this too, Audrey. I hope I said that right. We all can say what we think is not right until we are in those shoes. You never know till the pain hits your doorstep. And that is 1000% facts. I agree with that 1000%. I always say that. We always say, man, what I would have did or you don't know what you would have did had you been in until you were in that situation. And that's why I say my point of view is coming from the external, not the internal. I'm not in this situation to know, you know what I'm saying, how she should or shouldn't or whatever. Like I'm not in it. But outside girl, it ain't looking too good. Period. Martell wants to hide and not be honest. If he has to his own what? If he had if who he is to his own children. What? Oh, he wants to hide who he is to his own children. Martell is trying to prove his innocence, and he's the one stupid in these streets. Okay. He needs to explain this. But I think somebody mentioned it earlier. She knows they believe Melody knows that he's not going to keep it 100% with the children, which is why she felt the need to do so. Yeah. Co-parenting and parallel parenting has its ups and downs. It's really dependent upon the adults involved. Yes. Mel is able to compartmentalize her life. That is why she's so successful. She can dog walk Martell as he needs to be and still shine a light into the world. Okay. Feels like Mel can't win. She stays quiet. Folks saying she's what? Folks saying she faking and never loved him. She gives facts and she's just as bad as him. Yeah, and I think also that's something that no one is going to be able to change. You know, people are always going to think that. They always gonna think like she can't win, he can't win. It's always gonna be that. I'm just stand by how you feel. You know, people gonna try to convince you to think otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What's up, Niecy Haney? What's going on? Niecy says they both talked to the kids about what was going on. You see how the baby got straight to the defense. I didn't even ask anything. Martell only wants his version shared. Okay. Let's see. I can see that too. I don't think Mel could have sugarcoated it, especially since it's been all over TV. That's very true. And social media for years. So it's not like they wouldn't know. That's very true. Very true. And we don't know what other kids are watching either in their homes, right? And they may come to these kids at school and be having these conversations, which could definitely have been the reason why Mel felt the need to share more of this with their kids. Who knows? Even though she didn't ask her mom for that, she could have came on and told her mama a conversation. And maybe she sat down and thought about it and was like, well, how can I bring this, how can I talk to her about this? And waited and then had the conversation. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, if he's really growing from the situation, he wouldn't be blaming her still. Yeah, you're right. Accept what you did, move on, and prove yourself to your children. He's a coward. It's not her job to protect him. I have to agree with that, Tricia. I have to agree with that. He was just sitting up here on a damn panel talking about what he did wrong and what he's learned and all this other stuff. Then you bring it to social media and you drag the way that you do. And then you don't put this audio out of your kids, involving them even more into the madness. Child, this here. Now listen, y'all. I ain't think this was gonna happen all weekend. I ain't think this is gonna be going all weekend, but as I'm thinking about it more, when it comes to Mel, maybe it's definitely deserving of Martell because he's been dragging for a few years since she decided to walk away and leave his ex. So maybe all this dragging she giving him is definitely well deserved because she has sat quiet for a long enough time. Exactly. This is playing out on television and social media. The responsible thing to do is to be honest and transparent with them about what is happening before they see it elsewhere. Yep. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Someone says, honestly, it's not fair that we, the whole world, knows and their kids don't even know. Like Martell is dizzy. Um, What is it? I hate that conversation Martell recorded with the child. He's training them to be his spies and speak negatively of their mom in order to please him and gain his validation. Woo, baby. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, 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 yes. And I'm wondering now, like, every time these kids go over your house, like, they already know they probably gonna have a drill session. Oh, I already know daddy finna ask me some questions. I already know he finna be over here like, what was this and what was that? That's how he about find out about them 24 babysitters. Like, girl, this is some messy here, girl. Mm-mm. So what? It's not even social media or the show. There's a whole baby that they now know as their half sibling. How does he expect her to protect him when he's cheating? When his cheating is alive and well in human form, 1000%. And I like that Mel brought up the fact of why you got all this smoke for me, but you ain't got smoke for that person. You know what I'm saying? This person was just on live dragging you and doing all this extra stuff, release messages and everything, and you still over here coming at Mel. But what about her? Bring her up. Argue with her. I guess you're gonna get more clout arguing with your baby mama, though. I guess. Imagine being an oblivious kid and out of the blue being blindsided with the truth about your father and seeing all the things that transpired. What is much more detrimental, in my opinion. Okay, let's see what else. Y'all funny in the comments. Y'all, it's funny. Nisha says, yeah, but she was answering the questions, yes, sir, in fear. Ooh, she wanted her daddy to know she didn't probe. It's understood they don't discuss anything bad about him. Good points. Good points, Nisi. Good point. She's like, I didn't ask her any of this. Definitely sounded like a kid that was going to get in trouble. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Let's see. Martell went off the rails when Melody announced she was dropping Holt. That's probably why he keep referencing her as Martell, as Melody Cherie Holt, because she holding on to that name. I guess he thinks that she's really holding on to it because she want. Like, I mean, even if she hold on, like, so hell, didn't Tina Turner hold on to Turner and moved on by her mother life? That don't mean nothing. So her kids got that last name. If she wants to hold on to Holt, she can. But it does not change that she's never, ever, ever getting back with you. So what? I'm trying to wrap my head around the audio. Do he realize he told the kids to when he introduced the youngest child, ask the children how do they feel about it. It seems so forced though. He's a bully. Okay, he's already basically said he beats the kids to tell him ish. CPS about to step in between them. And the judge Martell about to lose his portion of custody. I don't know if CPS gonna step in, but we'll see how things go with the custody now. They have no reason to step in. That would be messed up. This man is whack and delusional. Just to drag the mother of your kids like this, married at one point. I hope you loved her at some point. This is ridiculous. It is. It is. It is. What Nola say? She can't change her last name due to the continuing court case, according to their laws in Alabama. Yes, that's what she said in that interview. Thank you, Nola. Um, Let's see. Martell's fake apology tour was a play to preserve his image. The only thing narcissists care about is how they're viewed. Oh, good point. He's definitely doing a great job with that. Well, maybe not a great job, but great job at showing um how he really cares about his image. The reason he kept going around with last season telling her not to have certain conversations about him. Because I mean, but I don't understand that. I mean, like, you did it. I'm confused. So why you don't want nobody to talk about it but you on this show? Then just get off the show. I don't get that. Okay. You notice that he always says, "You don't cover me," wanting Mel to lie. Yeah. She shouldn't have to lie. Not over him. Those are his actions. 1000%. I just felt as though I didn't think the conversation about their dad should have been had when it was had. But as I also stated, those ain't my kids. Hello? Those ain't my kids for me to say when something really should or should not have it happen for real. I'm just giving you an outside point of view. So what? Those kids has lost the sparkle in their eyes when they are with that snake. Mel don't want that snake's last name. She tried to change it, and that's when she found out he was suing her. The kids will eventually not have a relationship with him. When they get older, they will no longer want to be a part of the emotional manipulation of their mother. What? Of their mother? Believe me, I've been through this. What? The kids will eventually not have a relationship with him? When they get older, they will no longer want to be a part of the emotional manipulation of their mother or their father. Believe me, I've been through this. Oh wow. I do wonder that. That is a question. One thing about kids though, they definitely are extremely forgiving and love their parents. Like, just love them down no matter how wrong. And we also see that translate as people get older and their parents really weren't there for them like they need, but they yearn so much for a certain relationship. They just love them. You know what I'm saying? So when they get older, they may still desire to have a relationship, but I'm not gonna lie, I have wonder. Are all of them are they going to get older and maybe see something different when it comes to their dad, primarily, his son? Not wishing that or speaking that over any of their children, but I do wonder what their relationship is going to be like when they get older. you know I don't know. um I see what she did with the babies. She sat them down to prepare them for all of what they're going to hear and see. She did the right thing. Okay. Um, let's see. At the end of the day, recording his kids and putting it out to the world, is horrible. Breaking their trust and embarrassing them will have lasting trauma for them. What he needs to be recording is some of those fights he be having with because I know I know she be spazzing out on his. I don't know if he on child support or anything. If that's what you mean by CS, I think he made a post about that. I think he put that. Let me see if I screen. I thought he put that in like a comments or something, or maybe he said that on that live about not being on child support. Child, they probably why he over there trying to fight for some type of custody. Oh wow, is he trying to get joint? But he also said he didn't want full custody, but then turned around and said he wanted full custody. Martell, you just be lying, dog. You just be lying, fam. Mel said she know he's a narcissist. Well, it's only one way to win with a narcissist, and that's silence. Martell is loving this back and forth. He is. He definitely is. Now she definitely should have got his ass in the beginning. I was like, eat him alive, eat him alive. But after a while, I was like, yeah, girl, don't say nothing else. Don't say that. It's starting to get even more uglier. Okay, because the kids are seeing this, they're gonna be, involved involuntarily. And then now what we see, he taking a page out of Mel book where he constantly promoting his wine trial. I said, oh baby. I saw Miss A start doing that too. I said, oh girl. Well, It be like this on time when you be seeing trends or whatever, girl. But let's keep going. This happened to me as a kid. I thought the world of my dad until I heard and saw all ish he did to my mom. A switch went off in my little brain, and I never looked at him the same. Listen, wow, wow. Mm. Thanks for sharing that, Tisa Talks TV. I appreciate that. Honestly, Martell is mentally falling apart in front of us. He wants to prove so much that he about to shoot himself in the foot. If I was male, I would 100% be bringing all of this to court. I think that's probably what she meant when she said yesterday, you making this real easy for me, baby. Real easy for me. Whew, I feel like he took a wrong turn recording these kids for sure. I mean, of course, he takes some wrong turns. We get that. But this was a big dip. Like, why would you sit up here and put these kids audio out here? Like, interrogating your children? Ooh, and you know what's interesting is the daughter says, I didn't even ask, I didn't ask her any of this or whatever, but your daddy over here pouncing on you. So, hey, I want to ask you this. Tell me this, tell me that, tell me this, tell me that, tell me this. Like, that's uncomfortable as fuck. And you could hear it, like Niecy said in her voice. You could hear that. So for mommy to not, she said she didn't ask her mom any of that. Maybe they just had a conversation. I don't know. Maybe it was just like, let's just have a talk, you know? And he was like, we ain't gonna have no talk. I got some questions I need you to answer. So tell daddy what's really good. Girl, this some mess. If Martell didn't want his kids to view him as a cheater, then he shouldn't have cheated for 7 years and have an outside, come on, and have an outside baby. He still wanted Mel to protect him while he has not and still not protected her. And that's also, I have to go back to what Mel said yesterday. You got all this smoke for me, but you ain't got no smoke for her. And this woman, oh, okay, CS was cold. So y'all gonna have to call her by her name, okay? Okay, because I'm thinking child support, girl. That's why I'm at with the CS. Okay, so if it's gonna be coleslaw, we don't do abbreviations unless it's a Miss A. Put the call, spell it out. Spell it out over here, or at least put the slaw, and then I'm probably gonna catch it. Okay, that's what I'm just saying. But thank you guys for putting it in the chat. But anyway, girl, because I had started coming, I had to get to it real quick. But getting back to coleslaw, whatever y'all want to call Miss Girl, this week, she has said a lot of stuff. So I don't know why he hasn't called her out. And when it comes to protecting, like you want her to protect the image of you, when you didn't even protect the marriage, and then you turn around and let this girl say whatever the hell she wants to say, and you still don't defend your wife publicly, like, or ex-wife, or the mother of your kids. Like, that's what I don't understand, sir. I don't get that. I love y'all adding the coleslaw in the comments. Make sure you spell it out the next time. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I promise I do. I promise I do. Okay, but do y'all really think we should be giving abbreviations to that? No. No. Come on, get out. What the lady said, no. No, we're not going to do the abbreviation. Spell it out. We also don't know what they witnessed living in the house with both of them. Martell is a hole full of got you. Anisi says, can you imagine if they weren't on this show? This man would be so dangerous. I wonder what their life would be like on this show, because every woman gets a breaking point. Some part of me do wonder if Melody would have continued to deal, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of whatever image, you know what I'm saying, as they had been dealing for the 7 years that he was messing around with somebody else. So I wonder if she would continue to be in that space. I don't know. I just wonder, because at some point, every woman has a breaking point. And her breaking point came when she got on this show where you could step outside yourself and like watch it and see how crazy you may look sticking beside this person, you know? So maybe, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he probably would still be so dangerous, period. But it would hit differently for everybody because we wouldn't know them. Now they got an audience. You know what I'm saying? So they really finna sit up here and caught up. You know? What? Oh, you said nobody paying that shipping for Martell wine. Girl, he out here heavily promoting, ain't he? He done put some up today. I said, yo, I see you. Thank you so much, Jesse Ray, for the super chat. Martell ran with this story that Mel kept him away from his kids for 56 days, trying to make Mel look bad, but he missed the girls a B-day after telling them he was going to be there. Right. And then I'm wondering if, I mean, the courts probably kept him away as they probably did an investigation for 56 days or something like that. I don't know. But was it really Mel that kept you away? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And I do think that was messed up. He done skipped these girls' birthday just so he can run over here to what? Social media to take pictures. But wait a minute, when is their birthday? Isn't it like earlier in the year? Because I'm thinking he probably was caught out with Sheree. But I think their birthdays were like earlier in the year. And then he over there talking about she made them or she made him miss their birthday. I am confusion, period. I am confusion. Girl, y'all done had me on this thing. Mel makeup artist said Mel was on set and Martell walked up starting ish with Mel because she wouldn't answer his text messages. He's sick in the head. Mel referenced that. And she said he got to shoving and pushing somebody because she was working on something. Oh, Lord have mercy. Unhinged. And now you done put the children in it too. Now that you put it child.
What? You said Mama said what?
Mom was saying that you're like cheating on her and stuff, like during you guys' marriage and like getting.
Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to play that. Maybe the timing was perfect though. Let's see. Martell still wants total control of Mel and her money. He said if he would do what he tells her to do and let him know when she needs to go out of town, he will drop the case. Do what? And he won't what? Right. What? I don't understand that. And I feel like the whole he don't want people watching his kid, like, that's stupid. It's definitely giving you on control because what's wrong with their uncles watching them if the mama is in Atlanta? Like, what is wrong with that? It was okay when y'all was married, and then now that y'all not married, it's not okay. It's giving homophobic. It's giving homophobic for real. You can already tell which ways the kids are feeling inside. Because remember when the son was on the show, was like, I don't like dad. Oh, I don't like that dad made you cry. He needs clinical. I remember that. But you know what's crazy? Like, I remember that. It got me thinking about Ima, because Ima was over here on Facebook going crazy a while ago. Child. She was asleep trying to bash Mel. She had sent me that stuff. I was like, girl, my name Benny ain't in it. I'm not finna, I don't know what you over here doing, Miss Ima, girl. But she slick was trying to over there comfort that lady. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I'm only, that made me think of Ima when I was thinking about the little boy and Mel sitting at the table with her kids talking to Ima and how her son, wanted to make sure she was okay and all that stuff. That's what I was thinking about. Made me think about Ima when she emailed me. But anyway, girl. Let's see. I'm starting to think he knows he can't win the case, so he wants to fight on social media. All of this stuff he's posting is going to work against him. I could see that too. I definitely could see that too. I just don't understand. Like, why would you record the kids for, fam? And then you put it out there for us? That wouldn't even be admissible in court. You can't bring that in my courtroom. Nope. Don't bring that over here. I don't want to see it. Mr. Holt. Now, had Melody released this audio, people would have had CPS at her doorsteps by sunrise. Oh, wow. You think so? Martell is already in the gutter, so he fine fighting down there. He just didn't expect Mel to go low because he knows she values her brand. I love that point, Jessie Ray. She definitely values her brand. It's very important to her. And he was not expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting it either. I was glad to see it and wanted her to, ease back a bit. Like, nah. But then as I'm talking to you guys about it more and more, girl, I kinda take that back. I'm kinda glad she drank his ass. And keep going. I do want it to stop for the week though. Just take a break, prepare all your stuff for when you bring the blogs out, and then, do what you do then. But as I'm going back, like just reflecting on how he's handled situations and not wanting to look bad and stuff, eat them up. Eat them up, girl. Eat them up. And it's the fact that he posted something last night, waited, and then got up early this morning to keep it going. Like, he just wants to borrow her following and, get people to invest in this wine and these products he's trying to put out here. So he's definitely using Mel to do that. But why you not just using Sheree? Sheree been around way longer than Mel. Sheree is on, Real Housewives, which I would assume, I don't know the ratings for sure, but I would assume Housewives get way more larger ratings than Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is an assumption. This is not fact, based on the longevity of them being around. So why not use the woman that you say that you with? Miss Sheree, why don't you borrow in on that audience? You know what I'm saying? Like, go promote over there. Why not just go do that? Or you just not gonna do that because she by selling nothing, it's not gonna help you sell no wine either. Oh Lord. Thank you so much, Nola, for the super chat. She says this is embarrassing to the kids in more ways than one. You know how many parents won't want their kids around them due to this drama? Oh, yes. Yes. Because depending on who they are, they may not want to be affiliated. Dang. Thank you so much for the super chat, Nola. I appreciate that. Girl, listen, Miss Precise. And I hope I said it right, or Prissy. Girl, you messy for this. Girl, you miss hell. Girl, you so messy. Wasn't he at Arion's daughter's party and posted to social media? Wow. They put that out there for us to see. He wanted to hurt Mel. Girl, you is so messy for this. Not you showing up to that lady kid, baby, birthday party, but you ain't show up to your own daughters. This is a lot. This is messy, girl. Mm-mm. Girl, you messy for that one, honey. It's ironic that people that never care much for Melody are beginning to appreciate her due to Martell's bashing. Ooh, everything he is doing backfires. Listen. He should know that. I'm with you, Jamie. I wanted Mel to get his as then it got real dark. I want her to play chess, not checkers. Or connect 4. Yes. He gonna bribe Sheree and drag her too. He wants money. He's not after coleslaw like that. Cause she don't have that Mel and Sheree money. Listen to me. Dang, I hate that. Mm. Y'all are so funny. That's what I was trying to understand. Cause he went in like for the whole weekend, bro. For the whole weekend. Like, why you so worried about Mel anyway? He has a new boo and a new wine. He should be too busy for the BS. Too busy. Again, he wants some of this lady following. That's what he want. That's what he want. He want her to he want us to go over there and buy that wine that I'm not gonna buy. My brother had these same traits. He even subpoenaed my niece's teenage friend to verify info to the courts. I can see the parents being cautious. What? What? Not subpoenaing a teenage friend to verify information. Ooh, what in the Martell? Girl, listen, let me go ahead and hop up off this thing. I do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in and checking this video out. Yeah, make sure you like the video if you have yet to do so already. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm sure we're going to continue to cover this saga as it goes on. You know what I'm saying? And all that great jazz. Yeah, feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.